So most people will build an RC car of their one-to-one vehicle. I built a one-to-one vehicle of my RC car.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Hey there, RC Girl here. Today we are in downtown Melbourne, Australia for my first ever international hobby shop tour. I traveled over 8,000 miles for this one, a long journey from the US to the south coast of Australia to the amazing city of Melbourne. Today we're taking a look at Hearns Hobbies, which is one of the oldest hobby shops in this country.
Hello Hayley and welcome to Hearns Hobbies.
We're gonna chat with the staff, learn about the history, check out all their cool products. We also have scale 3D modeler James Knight of Knight Customs swinging by.
Had that, sold that. Haven't got that one yet. That's a good one though.
Let's take it away. This video is part of my hobby shop tour series where I visit different shops around the world, highlighting amazing people, cool products, and diving into the specializations of each location. Check out other shops in my full playlist linked above and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next one. It was my first time ever visiting the country, which was a bucket list trip for sure. And what made it even more memorable were the tunes I got to play along the way. This trip could not have happened without support from our sponsor, Lytmi. From the ferries to beaches to biking, I brought along the Lytmi Cozy Fit G1 earbuds to play my favorite tunes. If you haven't tried open ear headphones before, they don't plug your ears like a traditional earbud. They're really great for times when you want to hear or be aware of your surroundings, but also jam out to some tunes or listen to your favorite podcast. In the box, you get a pair of earbuds crafted from ultra-fine titanium, so they seriously feel weightless. I would forget that I had them on. You also get a charging case, a manual, and a cable. They snap into the slim charging case magnetically. You can tap to skip songs or up the volume. They are the first open earbuds with active noise cancellation, so you hear what you want, you can block what you don't. It was really great that the battery lasted all day while I was out, with up to 8 hours of playtime on a single charge and 24 hours with the charging case. You can also personalize your listening experience via the Lytmi Connect app, set up the button controls to suit your usage habits, and easily adjust the volume or EQ settings. They were also ready for the varied weather in Melbourne. With an IPX4 splash-proof rating, they can handle sweat and a little light rain. Check out the Lytmi Cozy Fit G1 active noise cancellation open earbuds using the link in my description box. They were a great companion to my trip. Huge thank you to Lytmi for sponsoring this video. Let's check out Hearns Hobbies. Hearns Hobbies is located among the bustle of Flinders St train station, the busiest station on Melbourne's metro network. It's right in the heart of the CBD or Central Business District, where you're greeted with the city's sounds and energy and the sight of their famous clocks. And just around the corner, you'll find the 9 steps leading down to street level, transporting you into Hobby Time Capsule filled with rich history and knowledgeable staff. Let's take it away.
Hello Hayley and welcome to Hearns Hobbies. How are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm really good, thank you. Welcome to Melbourne, Australia.
Yay, I'm so excited to be here.
Bit of RC royalty. Myself, I've been part of the team about 5 years now. Yeah, I'm blessed, right? When you do what you do for a job, hobby and work, the lines become really blurred. It's absolutely beautiful to have that passion. But let's go have a look around.
Hearns Hobbies was opened in 1947 by the Hearns brothers.
Hearns Hobbies is part of one of the oldest train stations in Melbourne, or it would be the oldest train station in Melbourne. Been here 78 years. Wow. So one of the oldest in the world and one of the oldest retailers in Melbourne. Their
shop specializes in a wide range of hobbies, from model trains, being in a train station, radio controlled cars and planes, static models from aircraft, military vehicles and cars, Gundam kits, and so much more. Pretty much every corner of the shop was stocked from floor to ceiling.
So it's really cool that we've got this legacy in a really old building, lots of character, lots of really regular customers, which is good, and generational. Very capable painter Tony Gray on board as one of our team. He's one of the godfathers of RC in Australia.
I'm Tony. I'm more a general nuisance. I'm sort of like the Grandpa Simpson of Hearns Hobbies. Make remarks about how much it was better in the old days and complain about things, because I'm easily the oldest person here.
How long have you worked here?
It's just coming up for a year. but I've been coming into the shop since I was 6 years old. I remember walking down the steps at the front, which you've been down now, because they're pretty big and steep, and with my dad when I was 6, and he special trip into the city, and I remember walking around going, oh. It wasn't radio control stuff then, it was static models, which I was into then. And I've been coming in here consistently ever since.
And he is a very talented paintwork, so he can, any project build that we do, obviously if we ask him nice enough and feed him enough cookies, he will do some epic paint. So this is our YZ91, which is done. This is done for this year's Vintage Bash, Team Yokomo, which is really cool. And something like that would have taken him, he said, like 40 to 50 hours. You know, Hearns Hobbies has only had like 3 leaders over the past 78 years. We have Nick. Who have we got, Nick?
Who do we have? I don't know, you introduced me.
Nick is the 3rd owner of Hearns Hobbies over the 78 years since they first opened their doors. He has subsequently brought a 2nd store, the Hobbyman, under the Hearns umbrella, which we visit at the end, so make sure to stick around. They have expanded into their own line of products, including their 9 Steps brand, named after the 9 steps stepping down into the shop. And they also released a Hearns-specific line of RC vehicles and chassis.
This one was clocking, 120.
6S.
Yeah, 6S.
This is our studio.
Yeah, this is our humble little studio. It's about 50 years old.
Oh wow.
That was our sign.
That was the original sign in the window.
So this is, I guess, something we started, I don't know, 6 years ago. So we started doing video, and then eventually evolved into unboxing and a lot more structured, the live show. And now it's, I guess, an integral part of the business, really. Like it's something we do every day at least.
So yeah, you can see all our beautiful trains on display. Really heritage. Steve, we've got our train guy here.
Hello.
Steve, thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you. I learned from Steve, their train expert, that he's been working for the shop for about a year. He pivoted from a demanding job as an engineer to take a position focused on one of his passions, a career transition that I admire, having personally done that myself.
Hello, I'm Kawa, and I'm very into Gunpla and also like anime figures, around here. So this is basically my
The section is massive.
my area.
Do you have anything that you've custom painted?
I'm doing this one.
How long would a project like that take you?
It's around 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, because it has a lot of details.
If you're unfamiliar, Gundam plastic models, or Gunpla, are Japanese model kits depicting the machinery and characters of the fictional Gundam multiverse by Bandai Spirits. I actually learned a lot of my painting and weathering techniques I apply on my off-road RC builds from the Gundam community, who often paint their figures to depict battle scars, machine grime, and rusting.
For Gunpla models, you don't need to use cement or glues to glue everything. It's like you clip.
They snap into place.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I started playing on these classic models around like just 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty fresh.
Newish.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Kawa also helps out with Hearns Hobbies YouTube channel and social media, given the focus of her academic studies.
Animation student.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I know
Very
a
cool.
lot.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks for chatting with us
Yeah.
and showing us around.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This H39 actually, that's an Australian exclusive. So Tamir Australia, we get like exclusive builds to do and model releases because of our studio and our digital online creation. So that's due in Australia in the next sort of 6 weeks. But we've had it, we've built it, we've done tutorials on it, some painting stuff. So really cool that we get this opportunity, right?
Been on one of those trains too.
Yeah, the W-Class trams, but not that one. That is a Hearns workshop exclusive. So we've got some design engineering and 3D printing capabilities where we can recreate and model stuff that we like Also, this fellow next to the tram, right? Ned Kelly. I'm not a historic buff, but I think every Australian knows, right? He's sort of like an unofficial legend. He's a bushranger. You know, some would say criminal, but he's very well celebrated and ingrained in a big part of Australian early history. So yeah, Ned Kelly. Yeah, it was made from old tractor parts.
I was able to see his actual armor on display in the Victoria National Library. You can even see a gunshot wound.
Got Ned Kelly's here. So let's have a look at what you get. Impromptu unboxing.
Ned unboxing. Oh, that's so cool.
All the supports and structures. So that's the one that's over there. And we don't have a huge range, but we just offer something with a big difference and a really high quality point. I'm hoping that you can take one of these away with you today, Hayley.
Oh my gosh, I would
Hey,
love to.
would that be cool? There's a McLaren
That's so
down
funny.
now.
Literally, there was a Ferrari here like 10 minutes ago, and
That's
it's
right. Well,
gone.
people just come in and buy them, right?
I was actually in town for the kickoff to the 2025 Formula One racing season, attending all 4 days of the Albert Park circuit. We got sun the first 3 days, but a rainy, messy race with 6 DNFs. I learned quickly that it's pretty standard for Melbourne to get all 4 seasons of weather in a single day.
We've got Kobe, our store manager. What are you working on? There's the Ferrari.
I sold it.
You sold it.
I sold it. A Ferrari's gone. It's going to Auckland.
Auckland. Somebody in Auckland bought it.
I'm Kobe.
Awesome. And what is your role in the shop?
I like work in the paint and the airbrush plastic model section. So
Awesome.
yeah,
How long have you been into hobbies like this?
been doing it since I was about 4. So I've been building like model planes and tanks since I was 4, and then I kind of did a lot of drawing and airbrushing, and it just went through all the way to school, through uni.
And how long have you worked here?
I've worked here on and off for the past 5 years, 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started in 2019 to 2020, and then I came back. Oh, I always got it. I came back this last year. In the middle of the year. So I went up to Brisbane and studied, and now I'm back down here.
Did you study art?
Yeah, I studied acting.
Oh,
So
acting. Nice.
yeah, there you go. So that's
Look
what
at all the way.
that's what I do. Painted the Ned Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm still working on that, getting that all sorted. And I painted the tank, the Timmy tank that we're doing.
Okay.
So that's like a new release and stuff that isn't in Australia yet. So it's great. I get to work on very niche stuff, and it's like broadening my horizons of modeling.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Didn't your like reel about this go viral?
So the drivers have gone viral. We've had
yeah.
like 3 million views. on
3
that.
million hits.
So Hayley.
Ah! I almost brought mine. That's so funny.
So Hayley was done from pictures, not from a scan. Some of
so
these were from
funny.
scans, some of these were from pictures.
Never be able to get a haircut now, Hayley.
So I'm James Knight from Knight Customs. Hayley and I have just talking, we've known each other for over 5 or 6 years now.
James and I originally met at Academy of Model Aeronautics Festival in 2018 in Pomona, California. I had seen his work and his dedicated following on social media and had a bit of a fangirl experience. We have kept in touch over the years, crossing paths again at other RC crawl events. He offers a wide range of 3D printed parts and accessories for both on-road and off-road RC builds. Hands down, his 3D print files are the most detailed and well-designed I've ever printed at home.
Straight off the printer.
Our most recent collaboration is with his 1/10 scale RC driver figure line, where he modeled a driver after my likeness.
This is one of the moving drivers, so you're fully articulated, so you've got this great articulation for the wheel, and they obviously want your head to turn. And I've noticed over the years you've had a number of hairstyles. So we had you originally with long hair, but we couldn't get it to clear the back of the seat. So I gave you this kind of...
Amazing. I love it.
What a fantastic workaround.
I downloaded it, 3D printed it at home, painted it, and put it in my Vanquish H10 optic build. I will put a link to that video up here.
the H10 frame, but then I've done a whole like VW Baja Bug rock crawler thing.
So good.
That's the engine that was released. We released just last weekend in our Terrorbug, inspired by what Blake Wilkie runs in his Megalodon and his Jaws buggy.
Yep.
We do a bunch of drivers. This is Matthew Kerr.
Pretty cool.
Matthew's awesome. We've been like long-term friends and collaborators. So he was the first person brave enough to let me do Like
Himself. Yep.
So there's Parker. You guys don't know
yeah,
Parker?
the
Do you know
Parker
Parker?
pickup.
He's famous for wearing a kilt and sock shoes.
And until we see you again, do work, drivers.
All right. Huge round of applause for Parker.
So is night customs like a full-time thing for you? Or
No, it's still my side hustle.
can you share what that is?
I work in the toy industry, so children's toy designer.
Oh, I mean, similar.
I went to school to study design and love toys.
That makes sense.
I've worked for Lego, for Hasbro, for Spin Master. Now I'm at Moose Toys here. They're based in Australia. Famous for a toy called the Shopkins, which was the first toy girls collectible. But right now we're doing the Mr. Beast toys, which is awesome. So most people know who Mr. Beast is. We get to make his toys, which has been cool. We also make the Bluey toys. If anyone knows the Bluey TV show, we do that.
The dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Yeah,
Australian dog.
Yeah, Blue Healer, the Healers. I do have a fair collection.
I have
How many?
seen your wall of shame.
Yeah,
So how many in your collection?
I have a wall where I can have 50 cars, and my
It's
wall.
not.
It's not full yet.
It's probably, I don't know, like 60 or 70 cars total, which is not much. Like you go online, people got hundreds.
Yeah, people. I mean, people
I
always
try
have
and
more,
be
but that's
pretty
I
good.
would say that's a lot for the average.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah. Had an original, sold it. Haven't got that one yet, but it's on my list.
Yeah.
Got a Riri and
Get
I
out of
converted it to
here.
original. I got a bunch of these, but not the blockhead version because I converted that into a thing.
Normal one.
That
That's a
I
real.
already talked. Had that, sold that. Haven't got that one yet. That's a good one though.
James?
Had it, sold it. Haven't had it yet. Love this one.
After checking out Hearns Hobbies in downtown Melbourne, James kidnapped me and took me to Hearns' second location called the Hobbyman. I was chauffeured in his pretty sick 1-to-1 Jeep. Checking out your daily driver.
So most people will build an RC car of their 1-to-1 vehicle. I built a 1-to-1 vehicle of my RC car.
Oh, and I mean, I was gonna get it on the wrong side. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oops. I can't believe it's raining. The Hobbyman has a larger focus on radio control, even stocking these massive scale RC vehicles.
Welcome, RC girl, to the Hobbyman.
And the RC department here is huge. Our clientele for that kind of stuff in this area is pretty massive.
So everything from the big desert buggy, right? Your big 6S, 8S stuff. Look at the size of this thing. It's an old Tamiya Frog up on the bench getting sorted out. The Victory MT 3S little monster truck there, really good. This would be something that you would have seen a few hundred of in your time. Hey, the TRX4 Sport. Tamiya VQS out on the bench. The shelves are just full of old Tamiya's goodies.
Pretty cool. They also have a similar focus on model trains, cars, and military vehicles, and everything you need to finish them.
Shock oils and diff oils.
Ah, there are so funny.
My name's Kieran. I'm part of the train department. I do all the repairs. I sell new trains.
Get stuff running, fix the stuff up.
I've actually just managed to get it back up and running.
What's your favourite train?
My
Is it
favourite.
here? Show us your favourite train. Put you on the spot. Come on.
Probably one of the K classes. I know they're
What's a
very
K class?
new. What's a K class? Oh, well,
Americans are not going to know what a K class is.
I know. A new models that just came in the other day.
Geez, you handle that with such confidence.
I
Trains
have-
scare me, Kieran. They really do. Hey?
Yeah.
I
I
would-
have handled many trains in my day. Very colourful. This one is actually preserved in Mornington at the moment. 1900s.
1940s?
Yeah.
There you go.
So these are all scale replicas of trains that have existed.
Right here in Victoria. Right here in Victoria, yeah. Passenger rail, right?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Basically, it's got a computer microchip in it where they've designed the chip so it's programmable for a sound file that's been custom made specifically for this model. And my day job is customer service at Box Hill Railway Station, and then in my downtime I like my model trains in the garden scales and the HO scales.
Trains by day, trains by night.
Correct.
Well, thank you. Thanks for chatting about it.
No worries.
Always great to support your local shops. They are gathering spaces to make instant friends, places to connect with people with similar interests, and I always walk away learning something new. I even walked away with a few goodies to play with when I get home. If you saw something you liked, reach out to Hearns Hobbies. They ship all around the world.
Hi, my name's Finlay. I'm the Hearns Hobbies packing guy. It's my job to make sure all online orders leave the shop both correctly and quickly. So our online shop is a large part of our business. Every time you order something from our shop, we will try to put a lolly in with it, so you get a nice little candy. We also have a spray bottle. That's a perfume we have specially made, and we also put it into our boxes. So every time you open it at home, you get a whiff of Hearns Hobbies.
That's so cool. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Huge thank you to Lytmi Open Ear Headphones for sponsoring this video. Huge thank you as well to my patrons on Patreon for their monthly support. And a massive thank you to Night Customs and the Hearns Hobbies and Hobbyman staff for welcoming me to Australia.
I feel blessed, right?
Absolutely.
That somebody from American Superstar would want to come all the way to a little shop here in Melbourne, Australia.
Definitely.
Where should I go next? Comment below. And until next time, I'll see you later. Well, thank you so much for having us, for having me.
Having you.
For chatting with us.
Well, it was great.
All right.
More than happy. Thanks, Haley.
Thank you.